Powered hand tools are an essential part of our everyday working lives. They serve a multitude of purposes, making our work easier and more productive. But they also pose a serious threat to our safety. When used improperly, powered hand tools can inflict injuries ranging from the minor to the very serious. In some cases, they're life-threatening. This program shows you how to use common electrical and pneumatic-powered hand tools safely and efficiently, and graphically demonstrates why you need to exercise care at all times when using these tools. You will see how personal protective equipment can save you from injury in many cases. Safe operating techniques for a variety of powered hand tools are featured. Dangerous situations will be shown to highlight what could go wrong if you don't take precautions and work in an unsafe manner. Powered hand tools are used in industry to build and repair. They are also used around the home for odd jobs and do-it-yourself tasks. Using powered hand tools properly is a skill you learn. Have you ever damaged equipment or injured yourself because you didn't have the know-how to use a tool properly? If you are unfamiliar with the tool or need to use it in an unusual situation, don't be afraid to ask for advice. Skills passed on to you by others will help you work more efficiently and reduce the risk of injury. Regardless of the particular tool you use, there are 4 basic safety rules you need to keep in mind whenever you use hand tools. Use the correct tool for the job. Use the tool correctly. Inspect tools and ensure they are in good working order. Use the appropriate personal protective equipment. A multitude of powered hand tools are designed to be used in a wide range of conditions. The personal protective equipment, or PPE, you choose to wear helps protect you from hazardous conditions. Consider the noise caused by the tool you use. High peaking noise levels and chronic exposure to low-level noise can cause industrial deafness. So wear hearing protection in any environment where there is a noise hazard. Take care to protect your eyes from flying particles. When you wear safety glasses, your eyes are shielded. Consider job circumstances. There are not only flying objects to guard against, your eyes need protection from grit and liquid spills. If this man had worn eye protection, he would probably still have full use of both his eyes. Dust masks and other types of respiratory protection will prevent dust, vapors, and other toxic substances from entering the lungs. Use of gloves is dependent on whether hand sensitivity is required to use the tool safely. Where gloves are required, they protect hands against cuts, abrasions, puncture wounds, extremes of temperature, and the effect of vibration. Long hair, loose clothing, or jewelry can get caught in working power tools. Make sure anything that can get caught is out of the way. Rubber-soled safety boots will not save you if you are exposed to a significant electric current, but they can reduce the effects of minor electric shocks. Safety boots also protect your feet against crushing and puncture injuries, absorption of toxic or corrosive substances, and burns from hot items. When working with electrical hand tools, you are working with electricity. On top of the dangers of the tool itself, you could suffer an electric shock or electrocution. An electric shock occurs when a person becomes part of an electrical circuit with current flowing through their body in order to reach Earth. To prevent this from happening, it is critical that you follow some basic safety precautions. If the tool has an electrical safety tag, check that the inspection date is still current. Inspect the tool for any damage prior to use. This could include cracks or other damage to the body casing or handles, damaged switches or trigger mechanisms, and damaged cables or plugs. If the tool is found to be defective, remove it from service immediately and tag it clearly. Make sure the tool is repaired by a qualified person. Make sure the on-off or trigger switch is off before connecting power to the tool, or when putting the tool down after use. Watch this sander shoot across the bench when it is plugged in, an accident waiting to happen. Always pull the plug, not the lead, when unplugging the tool, and never carry tools by the power lead. Ensure power leads are protected from being damaged when in use. Keep them away from water, oil, heat, moving parts, and sharp edges. If they have to run along the ground, place planks on either side to protect them against passing vehicles or machinery. Never use power tools in wet conditions. Water conducts electricity, and wet skin and clothing lowers the body's electrical resistance. The risk of being electrocuted by a faulty tool or lead is greatly increased when water is present to conduct the current from the leak into your body. In addition to electrical safety issues, let's look at some general safety tips when using powered hand tools. Before use, make sure you read the operator's manual and receive the appropriate training to use the tool safely. Inspect the tool, especially checking that all guards, shields, and other attachments are in place and functioning correctly. Keep grips and handles free of dust and grease. Always turn the power off and unplug the tool before changing accessories or making adjustments. Make sure any adjusting tools are removed before switching the tool on. Always make sure the work is secured before using the tool. As far as practicable, operate the tool with both hands for maximum control. Never overreach. Keep secure footing and balance at all times. Always allow the tool to reach full power before applying it to the work. Ensure the power lead is well clear of the tool and the path the tool will take. Let's look at some safety issues relating to specific types of powered hand tools. Ensure tools such as sanders and routers are fitted with proper guarding and a dust collecting bag or other exhaust system. The dust produced when sanding can create a fire and explosion hazard. Ensure the work area is properly ventilated. Avoid exerting excessive pressure on the sander. The weight of the tool itself should provide adequate pressure to do the job. When using a circular saw, adjust the blade to clear the work by no more than 1/8 of an inch. Check the timber for nails, screws, and other obstructions. They could shatter the blade or become projectiles, causing serious injury. Frequently check that the lower retracting guard is functioning correctly. Never hold this guard in the open position while using the saw. The angle grinder is an especially dangerous tool when used improperly. Always use the minimum required pressure on the workpiece, and where possible, avoid using a grinder as a cutting tool. Serious injuries result from kickback or from the disc shattering or exploding. Ensure the guard covers at least half of the disc between yourself and the disc, and choose the correct disc for the job. When using an electric drill, always use both hands to guide and support the drill. Never hold the drill in one hand and the workpiece in the other. If the workpiece is small, secure it with a vise or clamps before drilling. Use only sharp bits. Dull bits will cause you to exert excessive pressure on the drill. This can damage the drill bearings and cause the bit to overheat and snap. Another category of powered hand tools are pneumatic hand tools. These tools are powered by compressed air. Pneumatic tools are capable of producing tremendous power and as such can be extremely dangerous when used unsafely. For example, if you are not careful when using a nail or staple gun, you can easily puncture your own hand. And if you must hold the material while nailing or stapling, ensure that your hand is not near the path of the fastener and always make sure that the gun is correctly positioned before firing. Remember, concentration is the key. Never operate a pneumatic tool at a pressure above the manufacturer's rating. Never carry a tool by its hose. When not using the tool or when changing tools, turn off the compressed air supply to the hose or remove the tool from the hose. Avoid using compressed air for cleaning purposes. If you have to use compressed air, reduce the nozzle pressure as far as possible and check other people are clear of the area. Protect your eyes from harm caused by flying dust or sharp particles such as iron filings. Make sure you wear safety goggles. Whenever dust is created, wear a face mask. This is especially important if the dust you raise is mixed with chemicals, fibers, or toxic resins from sawdust. As well as the dangers of the powered hand tool itself, be aware of the risks present in the work environment. If you use tools in elevated workplaces, wear a safety harness or belt to save you if you fall. Use extreme caution when working on ladders with power tools. Wherever possible, tie the ladder to the structure it is leaning on. Tools should be pulled up and lowered with a rope and sling, not the power lead or airline. Tools should be kept in tool bags or boxes to prevent them from falling and injuring other workers below. Always be aware of the danger of objects falling onto co-workers below. Erect barriers to prevent others entering your work area. Protect your head from knocks in cramped places by wearing a hard hat. Working on operational machinery can be extremely dangerous. Make sure you are familiar with the lockout, tagout procedures used in your workplace to prevent machinery becoming operational during maintenance or repairs. Ensure any faulty equipment is tagged and reported so that it cannot be operated until it is repaired or replaced. A clean and tidy workplace is a much safer environment to work in. Keep your work area free of clutter, debris, and spills. These create tripping and slipping hazards. You have seen the safety procedures, the correct use of personal protective equipment, the safe operation of powered hand tools, and the dangers of the work environment. Remember the 4 basic safety rules. Use the correct tool for the job. Use the tool correctly. Inspect tools and ensure they are in good working order. And use the appropriate personal protective equipment. By following the techniques and safety procedures outlined, using powered hand tools in your workplace will be the productive, safe, and rewarding experience it should be.